Hey guys, good evening. Welcome to Revin Auto 717. As you can see, I got off work and you can see it's already dark. I live in York, Pennsylvania, and this time change just sucks. I mean, you can see there's not even freaking a light out. So I get off around 5 o'clock, and then by the time I get home, it's 5:30, and there's absolutely no light at all. So yeah, it just kind of sucks. I don't really have time to work on things. And tonight I just kind of, well, last night I went out and met a guy and got some little something new for the car. So I just kind of wanted to, I was excited and wanted to show you guys what I got. They need a little bit of work before I am able to put them on and be able to drive them. But I kind of maybe gave you a hint there. So just wanted to kind of show you what I did and what I got and what my plan is. So let's look at them. Okay, so last night I met a guy in Lancaster, which is about 45 minutes from where I live, and he had some C5 wheels and tires, 19s on the back, and then there'll be 18s on the front. So excuse me, sorry about that. So I was just looking at them and figuring out my kind of game plan. And I think what I'm gonna do is get new back tires for this. My main goal was to do get like 275s for the back of this one, and I think I'm gonna mount these on the red car. I know that I was looking at the red car's tires, and they are all dry rotted and everything, and these look a lot nicer. I think these are replicas. I'm not sure. They are 17s. So I'm not sure if these are replicas or if I'm not mistaken. I don't know much about these Corvettes. So but I know these are going to look awesome on this car once I get them installed. I'm going to put these on quick. And also, I ordered a couple parts for it. In the last video I did, I don't know if you saw it, but I'll put a link in the description for it, that this side over here, this tire was tilted in. And I'd like to look at this and see if I did order bushings for it, but I also wanted to see if it was a camber or toe issue, I guess it would be called. I think it's called that. And see if there's a way that I can adjust it back in, or if it is indeed the bushings, which I already have them coming. So I'm going to replace them anyways. They look pretty bad. But so I'm going to do that. And then also, I think I'm going to switch out the exhaust. I'm going to put this exhaust on the red car, and then put the red car's exhaust on this one. I think either that, or I'm just going to get rectangle tips. That way they'll fit in there perfectly and fit in there over there, and just kind of make it look a little bit nicer. And then the next thing I need to do desperately is get weather stripping. I'm probably gonna soon order that. I didn't realize that it's so freaking expensive. I think I'm just gonna get, for this one anyways, I think I'm gonna get this weather stripping. And it looks like everything else, to be honest with you, is in good shape. Maybe this is cracked a little bit there, but everything else looks really good. I think this whole strip here and this is all one piece, and that I'll probably get. And then for the red car, well, I do need this piece here as well, but this right here I know is pretty bad, so I'll probably have to get that at least ordered. And I think that's like 150 bucks. And then these here, I'm gonna order a set of those for this. And then the red car, I got to decide how much I want to put into it, because I'd really like to flip that car here and then use some of that money to put into this one, depending on how things go. We'll see how that goes, but I'd really like to get rid of one of these cars, and I really like this convertible, I'm not gonna lie. So but I wasn't really planning on purchasing these tires, but it just kind of happened, and I think they're gonna really make this car stand out a little bit. And I was doing some research. I'm gonna have to see what I'm gonna have to do, but I saw that to fit C5 and up wheels and tires on, you need a spacer. I guess the suspension, it'll hit on those tires because the offset. So I might have to order like a 1-inch spacer for the front. I don't know if you saw in the last video, I did put an 1.25 inch spacer in the rear. So that is already put in there on that one, so I can put those on. It's just the front that I'm not sure if that's going to work. So before I'll just kind of stop blabbing, and I will see if I can put these on, and I'll catch up with you when I have them installed. So here we go. Guys, I installed the front one so far. I'm really digging it. The might need to be a little lowered. Hopefully it settles a little bit. But right now you can kind of see how it's going to look. The chrome on them is pretty bad, so I'm gonna have to clean that up and paint it, and might paint it like a dark chrome or something like that. I'm not exactly sure, but I'm really digging it. I think it's about, this is taking a little while, and my wife came home, so I was talking to her. So I might try to do this tomorrow and finish this video up tomorrow yet, and I'll put this backside on probably then, and we can go from there and kind of show you exactly how it's going to look. And then also I'm going to probably order a couple more things depending on how this looks, and we can go from there. So the next video is going to probably be shot tomorrow, and probably doing the backside. So hey guys, so I threw on the rims and tires tonight. You can see here's I think they're the C5. If I'm not correct, please tell me exactly what these are. But 19's on the back and then 18's on the front. The chrome is pretty rough on them. You can see in here, chrome's pretty rough. Probably gonna sand them down and paint them. But I just kind of wanted to see what they looked like, and the tires are pretty much shot on the rear, and the fronts are looking pretty rough too. So my plan is to use these and probably lower the car a little bit, and probably get some different tires and everything. But just wanted to kind of show you my new purchase for this. So show you on this side. And I was looking, when I took this tire off, I was looking at you can kind of see a little bit, those rear arms back in there. And I was looking, and those arms the bushings look fine. Actually, the only bushing that looked really bad was the bushing on the bottom here, and that one looked pretty cracked up. But I was noticing that there's a rod, I think it's this rod right here that goes across, and that's what you would adjust. And I think that's what I'm going to have to do, either take it and get alignment done on it, or see if I can do it myself and just adjust that rod. I just kind of ran out of time today. But I think that's what's going to help fix this tire that's a little off. You can see it's a little off right there. Not too much, but it's definitely not ideal. So I think I'm going to purchase the longer bolts for this to drop it down 2 inches or so. I think that'll just look really nice. And the front, I'm thinking I might get a 1-inch spacer for the front, just that way it sits out a little bit, and I think it'll look nice. And depending on how I feel, I might try to lower this as well. I never really ventured with the front, so I'm going to do a little bit of research and see how much that entails, but I think I'm going to try to do that. But I mean, everything else is pretty good on the car. I do have a little bit of touch up to do on it. Like I showed you before, there's that spot there. That's actually in, so I'm going to have to do a little bit of work on that. There's this spot right here, and there's a couple chips just around the outside that will need to be touched up. So there was supposed to be actually somebody coming to look at the red Corvette today. I plan on trying to flipping that one pretty quick. So just wanted to let you guys know. I did get a couple things done to it, and I don't know if you saw it in the last video, but I'll put a little link for that one here, showing the work I did to that one. But I just wanted to kind of show you what I plan on doing for this Corvette. Just trying to do like more of a resto mod kind of thing. So do have a couple more. Obviously I have a lot to go on this one, so I will keep the videos coming on this, and make sure that I keep you up to speed on everything. So and right now the golf cart, just to try to get you up to date on that, my buddy that and I are planning on working on it. I think we're going to start working on it next weekend. I'm going to take it over to his shop Friday night probably, and work on it a little bit, and we can kind of show you what our plans are then. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of give you a quick update. This video is not going to be too long, so I apologize for that. So hopefully the next video I'll have a little bit more content, and I can give you a little bit more updated on what's coming along with this thing. So stay tuned, please subscribe, like this video, and we'll hope to see you on the next one.